What is up, guys and gals? It's me, Thomas, fan of one here, and today we're back. But as you can clearly see, we are not back down in the basement. That's right. And I'm going to be stepping in frame this time here because we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers Titans Return Fortress Maximus, the big old bastard himself, the big chungus, the big old thing everybody been wanting. Ever since they announced Metroplex way back in the Generations line, now, or the old Generations line, excuse me, now we got this guy. And this guy is just huge and beautiful. So, we're going to take a look at him in his robot mode. Then we're going to get him into his battle station mode, because that's the easiest one that I can get him into. And then I'm going to flounder, be frustrated, and probably curse at the camera while I try to get him into his actual city mode. So, anywho, without further ado, let's get into this big chungus of a figure. And before I do get into this video is sponsored by Planet Toys, a world built by collectors, where you can get all of your Transformers needs, and I will be leaving a link down in the description below where you can purchase yourself a Studio Series Rise of the Beasts Optimus Prime for a little bit of a markup. However, those are no longer around. They're no longer around. They stopped making them. They are no longer around. So, you guys want one? Better head on over to Planet Toys. I will leave a link down in the description below for that. You can literally check it out at any given time during this video if you feel the necessary need to. Because as you guys know, you should never take any of my word until the end of the video. So, if you want to check it out elsewhere, you can, but you're going to miss all of this. So, anywho, to start things off, he has very, very, very big articulation, like so, and yeah, he's huge. Legs can go up about that far before their weight starts to bring them back down. So you gotta basically keep it up like that. He has 90 degrees of bend at the knee, and he also has a rotation joint in the thigh right there. Definitely like that. He also has butterfly joint inside the thigh as well. I'm going to straighten all this back out so he just stands up, because this video gonna be a workout, okay? This video is gonna be a workout. So yeah, and his headpiece comes off. So yeah. So now that we've done articulation, that being said, he has individual fingers, so you totally can make him flip somebody off if you so choose. Or, excuse me, you can make him flip somebody off if you so choose. How nice is it that they just do that? Or you can have them do the hang loose. You can actually get him to do the hang loose better than half the other Transformers can do that. Like, seriously, what other Transformer do you know has inward wrist bend, FYI, and can totally do hang loose? Hang loose, man. Yeah, I can't. I don't know any other one you can do that can do that. I mean, obviously, unless it's third party, this thing, it's a rarity for Transformers to have individual moving fingers. So yeah. Anywho, let's get into some scale comparisons here. And yes, I do have scale comparisons, and you're going to see me walk in front of the camera a couple of times because this review is huge, like I said. So, the very first comparison that we're going to take a look at him with is going to be the old Combiner Wars Ultra Magnus, based off the IDW comics. And I kind of have to do this one-handed. Okay, maybe I can do this two-handed. Had to drop the other scale comparisons here. So there we go. There he is next to Combiner Wars Ultra Magnus. Now, this figure is the biggest leader class that I own, so that's why I had to put it there. So here he is next to Voyager Siege Megatron. Probably the only Megatron that anybody should ever own. So, yeah, he gonna outdo them all. And finally, here he is next to the fucking man himself. There he is next to Optimus Prime, or Earthrise Optimus Prime. So, there we go. Now that we've taken a look at scale comparisons and all that other stuff, I'm going to show you off one more feature. You can detach these, but I choose not to because they just, well, you can't do this. I'll show it off just for this, but these do detach and expose all that, and these open up. It exposes a handle down there with a peg, and you can then take these and you can totally bring his arms up, and he has all these slots with inside his hand, and you can take one of these notches, and if I can get him to hold it, yeah, you're gonna have to kind of figure out a way to get it in there without doing that, which is extremely difficult. Yeah. Not easy to do this, but oh, you want to basically take this off the mushroom pegs. I am so stupid. I took this whole thing off for no reason. So basically, give me just a second while we do this. Anyways, so pop this back on the correct way. This leg's got a little bit of issue. Don't want to drop this, but you have to give it a little bit of a smack if you take parts off, because you need a little bit of force. Take the gun, pop it into his hand, and then now Fort Max has a gun, and they're already built into his legs. And you just move this up, bring it out, bring it back down, close the panel up, and then take it and push it back on the legs. And then now he has back to his leg cannons. So it's basically how you do this. That's the only weapons he comes with in the box, to my knowledge. If you got the San Diego Comic-Con version, he came with a sword. If you got the aftermarket, or not the aftermarket, I think it was like the second or third run of this guy that was in a way too large box. Came with a sword, and if you had the Japanese version, it came with two guns that were not these, like two separate guns. So, and if I'm also not mistaken, Emissary and Cerebros. Emissary can fit into this little cannon that is sitting on top of the shoulder, but that's for a different day. So, anyways, to transform the dude, you're going to need to remove the head. And to do that, you're going to push this big Autobot symbol. And that's going to just release the head. There we go. It's going to release the head. And take the head. And we'll set it off to the side. There we go. Now, this is where things can get this is where things are going to be very, very annoying, and we are all about to go in for a ride. So, buckle up, kids. Anyways, you're going to take this, basically you're going to kind of just, well, firstly, you're going to rotate the arms. We're going to get him into battle station mode first. Take all the fingers, fold them up and inward, and just leave this kind of like that. Make sure that the hand is in this accordion, this open up like that, take it in, ball up the fist inside, kind of just make sure that whole thing is all ready like that. Then you're going to rotate it from, it sits like this, you're going to bring his arm all the way up, and then you're going to do the exact same thing on the other side. So bring the arm up, bring the hand in like so, and then make sure it's all nice and done properly. Rotate his arm, close this up, and there you have it ready to go in the arm position. Now before we lay him down, we're going to take this back panel here. There's a panel on the back. It's a big back panel. Going to take the secondary panel, open this up, and you're going to basically just kind of tab this whole bottom piece in if you can. There's no guarantee that it will happen because this figure is just huge, and this piece will fall off at times it will fall off, and then this piece here, I don't like it falling off, but it tends to fall off more than I would appreciate it to. But if you need to, basically just bring this all the way up. You kind of have to push it all the way up, and it like has a little locking mechanism. You want to push it past the locking mechanism, and it'll tab into place, and then make sure this was rotated down. Make sure that this is all the way up like this when it's in. So you went from, okay, so we were in this position, now we're going down into this position with all of it locking together. So it's going to tab in just nicely. You're going to take the legs, you're going to shift them inward at the inner knee, like so. Make sure that all that is done right properly. And then you're going to lay it down like so. Yeah. It's a little big. But then you're going to take these middle ab section pieces here, bring them up, and kind of make sure they just tab themselves in together. They should just kind of squeeze themselves nice and snug like. Then you're going to take the feet, untab them, accordion them down, and just kind of, they're not supposed to rest there, but I mean, you can get them to just stay there. And then while I sit down on this other end here to get this other leg done, I want to unclip it from the feet, accordion it back down, do the same, and basically just make it look presentable like that. You're also going to want to tab these in together. They have 2 locking points. Or, no, they do not. They do not have locking points. Like I said, do not trust anything I say without face value. However, I also think you're going to need to rotate this waist like that, and rotate these around. There we go. I apologize, people. Like I said, never trust me at face value. Make sure that this is the configuration you want it in order for it to look right for his battle station. And then angle these guns however you feel. If this would stop. There we go. It's only because the camera's on. But yeah. So make sure that this is the accordion battle station mode that we've got here. This is what it's supposed to look like, and I definitely dig the way this looks. I dig it a lot. I think it's great. I don't feel like transforming this into the other station mode, at least not on camera. So anyways, this is him in his battle station mode, for lack of battle station mode. Here he is in said thing. Oh, here he is with Combiner Wars Magnus. And as you can clearly see, he is a base former. There he is with Magnus. Here he is with Prime. And Megs. So yeah. And one thing you can do is you can take these pieces here, fold them down. You remove emissary, fold this piece down here and close these up. You can take this and you can totally just fit. You're supposed to be able to fit him in one of the slots. Like that. Well, maybe, I don't know. You're supposed to be able to fit him into a slot. If I'm not mistaken, it's this one, but yeah. something kind of like that. Then you can take Emissary, that's Cerebros. You can take Emissary, and he has a little compartment in his chest, or like of said chest, and you can take him and just pop him in there, and there you go. So, and there you have Titan class Fort Max in his robot mode, or not robot mode, in his battle station mode with Emissary and Cerebros, and I definitely dig this. It's just huge. So make sure you have the room for this figure, because if you don't, you're going to be missing out on some of that. And because this is a Titan class and it is a base former, you can totally take these little ramp pieces here and connect them to your other base formers. Like, for example, Blaster, Soundwave, Six Shot, Power Master Prime if you have him, from the Combiner Wars and from Titan's Return. So you can totally do that if you so choose. So, anywho, this is Thomas Fan 1 saying, don't forget to subscribe for more content. Don't forget to leave a like on this video. Don't forget to comment down below about what you want to see me do next. And also, don't forget to check out OptiNation Review, Beastman Review, Jordy's Rail Videos, Riveted Reviews, Patrick with the Y, Bravely GG, iStar552, and Take Along Productions, as I know they all do some amazing things. And once again, do not forget to check out our sponsor today, Planet Toys, a world built by collectors, where you can purchase Transformers, not like this, but you can definitely purchase Transformers for all of your transforming needs and all of your collector's needs. So, this is Thomas 1 saying, don't forget to keep playing with your toys. Goodbye.